Hello everybody, this is Ryan here. I thought I'd do a bit of a different video today. I'm going to show you guys my movie room. This is going to be an interesting video to film. I thought I would go through with you guys the entire movie room. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and just dive straight into this. So we're going to start over here on this very peculiar shelving unit thing. As you can see, it's got a lot of Blu-ray box sets, but it's got a little bit of as well. It's got some Lego in here, got a Brickhead set, and a Technic and Garbage Truck, which is an awesome set. Yeah, just a great set. It's got a couple of CDs as well. Those are CDs I picked up for the last couple of weeks. So we got Eminem's CD Encore. So yeah. Love me some Eminem. And then if I got another Eminem CD, yeah. This is the Marshall Mathers LP, like the first installment, which is pretty cool. Let me put the CDs there so they don't fall off. And then here is the other CD I got. This is Mike Shinoda's solo CD, Post-Traumatic. This CD Mike Shinoda released, I think, a year after Chester Bennington died. So, yeah. I haven't listened to all the songs in the CD yet, or from this album rather, but, you know, I fucking love Mike Shinoda, so, yeah. I love Linkin Park, as you guys may know, so yeah. And then, I'm not going to go moving the sets out of the way, but I've got a lot of Blu-ray box sets, so in this shelving unit, it kind of starts off with TV shows. So we got like documentaries and then like miniseries and then TV shows themselves. And then go into my kind of collector's editions. We got the ways to get better lighting. There we go. And then it moves on to my collector's editions. This is one of my very favorite ones, Training Day, the collector's edition. Love that. Little set there. And then I get down on my knees. And it kind of goes to my actual box set section. So we got the Star Wars box sets and like the main Blu-ray shelvings over there, or collection there is in genre order, so stuff like sci-fi and comedy and action and drama. And then moving down here we got like adventure films, fantasy, horror, and superheroes. And then you got the MCU box sets, which are really, really nice. And that shelving is empty, so yeah. Down here, it's just a bunch of mess. It's a bit messy here, guys, so excuse the mess, please. The CDs I threw on the couch earlier, and here's the couch, which is very, very nice and comfy. And then I got this big old pillow here. Yeah, this big old pillow. This used to belong to my mom and dad, but they were like, they decided to like redo the inside of the house pretty much after I moved out. Not after I moved out, but like sometime like the new year. And then when they're getting like new sofas and whatnot, and they decided to give this to me. So yeah, it's really, really comfy, guys. Look at this. How soft that is. And then above this sofa, there's a mirror. I also don't want to go in front of the mirror because I don't want to show you guys the fact. If I can, you can probably see that. And that mirror, so yeah. And next thing over here, got some crap on the floor, got some Lego already here, which does a decent job of heating up the room, but yeah. And I got a box here which has some Minecraft sets and minifigures. Right, time to sit down. And then here's my unit, my TV unit. So we got Xbox, Skybox. Something I might actually get rid of in the future. Even though I initially wanted to keep the Skybox, I am actually considering getting rid of it now, because Skybox is too expensive, basically. And there is my Blu-ray player. There, the Blu-ray players there. And then a very interesting little selection here. These are the Iconic Moments slips. So a really, really nice collection, as you can see. They all have really nice matching spines. And you know, you get a lot of great films, including this one, The Wolf of Wall Street. What a film. What a cracking film. Got a little drawer here which has crap in it. So got some Lego in there, Xbox controller. Um, yeah, nothing too substantial or amazing, but yeah. And above that comes some of my steelbooks. I don't have too much steelbooks in my collection simply because I'm not really a steelbook collector. I tend to buy steelbooks when they're cheap and they have a nice design, or a nice enough design. This was my first steelbook I got, the Matrix steelbook, so it's pretty cool. And then here is the TV. Got some logo in front of it as well. And then we've got the TV up here. And then we have this little footrest. As you can see, I got like cinema tickets here. I also got a BT router. I'm going to try not to shut it off. Here's my remotes for my Blu-ray player and my TV. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to show the router because I don't want to reveal the password and everything. And then down here, it's just got a bit of a mess. So got like Minecraft sets, some Sonic, I think, City, like F1 sets. Some video games down here, which I'm gonna go through right now. And then, I'm not gonna go through those tubs, but those tubs have like Blu-rays. I don't want to necessarily, put on my main shelves, which I'll get to in a minute. And then got like a little Star Wars display, well, mostly a Star Wars display. I got a ship from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But a really nice little display here. So that's pretty cool. And we'll get to our Blu-ray collection, or the Blu-ray shelves in just a minute, but I want to show you the other Lego. So we got Milano from Star Wars, the Up House from the Pixar from Up, Lamborghinis, love Lamborghinis, they're awesome. Some Clone Troopers, and that's the other Star Wars I got for my birthday. I got stuff on a big pillow. Got droids from Star Wars, the Honor Photo from Dune, and I don't know if you can see it, but the Aston Martin car from James Bond, an astronaut. That pizza ship from Eternals. Groot, another Groot, his friend Rocket, or his partner Rocket, whatever. A Horizon set, and then Bumblebee and Optimus Prime from Transformers. Which is pretty cool. And then down here I got a laptop and some more stuff down there. Now, before we get into the collection, our Blu-ray collection, I want to show you the rest of my CDs. I'm still on the pillow. It's actually really, really comfy. And apologies, the lighting's a little bit off. Tablet doesn't get the best lighting, so bear with me for this bit. But got some CDs here. So we got Billy Talent, Bullet for Valentine. Then this is my Linkin Park selection. You guys know I'm a massive Linkin Park fan, so of course I gotta have a little Linkin Park section. Try and get in as best as I can. And of course, the latest album from Zero. I still need to get the deluxe edition of that album. I'm gonna get it very soon. Trust me. And then we've got Papa Roach. And so everyone's got, I think they used OPM and Falling Reverse. Yeah, I'm a Falling Reverse fan. Don't hate me, please. And then we got more CDs. We got some other underrated bands. We got Blackout, the Blackout Rapper, Young Guns, Limp Bizkit. Another underrated, still hated. Eminem, which I love Eminem. And then, the songs are so dark on these ones. So we got, I think, 30 Seconds to Mars, Coldplay. I think a little bit of Rise Against, not much. And another Linkin Park CD, Paper Cuts. The reason why that's not on top of the From Zero CDs because the packaging is made out of cardboard and the surface is kind of slippery. If I put that CD on top of that one, the chances are it's going to slip off and fall. So yeah. Yeah, so do have the Paper Cut CD as well, which is cool to have. And then we got, obviously, it's got Sum 41, Hollywood Undead, and then finally, off top of got Bring Me the Horizon with their newest, CD, Post-Human Next Gen, which I'm a massive fan of. And then we got a nice special edition of the used, as in the band, CD, Lies for Liars. Really, really cool. I like this edition a lot. You got like a DVD that has the making of Lies for Liars, so that's cool. So yeah, good pickup. And that was only £5 as well. Or was it 250 in Concord? I can't remember, but it was really cheap, basically. And then for the part you guys are really eager to see, which is my Blu-ray collection. Now, I did start filming my Blu-ray collection video a couple months ago, but I kind of stopped doing it because, I originally wanted to come out to it another day, but I never got to doing it or continuing filming the collection. So, yeah. And since then, I bought a few more Blu-rays that have been added to my collection since then. And just like with the box sets that you saw a moment ago, we got movies in genre order, some stuff sci-fi films, and then sci-fi films continued. And they go into comedy. This was one of the more recent films I picked up, Poor Things with Emma Stone. Haven't seen the film in its entirety. It looks like an interesting film, to say the least. Continuing with comedy, and then we got my all-time favorite comedy film, Team America World Police. America, fuck yeah, coming in to save the motherfucking day, yeah. Yeah, just a classic film. And a lot more comedy films. And then moving down again, got more comedies. They got some Christmas films. Don't have a huge Christmas film selection, but it'll do. Then transition to action comedy films. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? Love Bad Boys. Love Bad Boys. Then we got some more action films. And more action films. That's Baby Driver on 4K then, if you're curious about that. Then last row on this shelf, got the Fast and Furious films sitting on top. And then got some more action films. Then it kind of transitions to like thriller films, like crime films. And that is pretty much it for this shelf. And now, moving on to this shelf. Hold on, let me get comfy first. There we go. Alright. Next shelf, so we got like drama films, we got boxing films. Not much, but there's some boxing films and a couple racing films. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Anyway, so we got racing films and we got just kind of generic drama films. And then some more drama, survival films. Then we got fantasy films. And then we've got more fantasy films, adventure films, and then we go into the gaming, video game based films. And then we got westerns, war, and then we got some post-apocalyptic stuff. And then we got some more post-apocalyptic stuff, shark movies, monster films. And it kind of transitions back into fantasy briefly with this film, Last Witch Hunter, with Vin Diesel. Then we go into the horror films. And pretty much the bog standard generic horror films, pretty much. And then superhero films, and have it arranged in a bit of an interesting stuff like movie or super films that are not Marvel or DC. So we got Green Hornet, Ninja Turtle films, Kick-Ass 1 and 2. And then down here we got some more. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. Got some more odd superhero films basically, and then we go into the DC films. Start with the two non-DC EU films. Got the Batman, phenomenal film. Joker, which I haven't seen yet. And then we get the DC Extended Universe films. I'm still missing a few films, but I'm pretty close to completing the collection. The only film I'm not getting is The Flash. I'm not going to support that disgusting pedophile Ezra Miller. Fuck him. And then move on to Marvel films. So we got like X-Men films. So we got, I should mean like that. There we go. So we got, I think, X-Men, like just like normal X-Men films. We got Deadpool films. Then we got the Spider-Man films. We got Venom, Cravens, two Spider-Verse films, and then the other Spider-Man films there. And then the MCU films. And this is a bit of a messy collection. It's got some just on standard Blu-ray, some on Blu-ray 3D, which might be a little bit hard to see. Let me try and take this one out. There you go. So I got some on Blu-ray 3D, and then some on 4K. I know this is not everyone's favorite film, but I have it anyways. Yeah. And then we got the Disney animated films. I don't have a lot of them because I'm not the biggest Disney animated film fan, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, apologies for the CDs, by the way. But yeah, I've also just got my favorites. And then we on to this tiny little shelving unit. Is the rest of the animated films. We got my Pixar collection. We got 2 extra Pixar films sitting on top there, Onward on 4K and Inside Out. The first one on Blu-ray 3D. Whereas the rest of my Pixar films. I'm trying to collect these like O-Wing, I think that's what they're called, slips. Part of Toy Story, for example. And we have the numbers on the spine. Yeah, really cool slips. We're hoping to get all of them one day, but it might be a bit of a challenge too. And then Pixar Collection is continued. And then, of course, we are up to date with Inside Out 2, which is a peak film. Really excited for the next film, Elio, which it looks like I might be returning to form for Pixar's Bombs, from what I've been hearing, so hopefully it doesn't flop. Let's wait and see. And then we got the other animated films. We got Lego Movies there, Kung Fu Panda, Simpsons Movie sitting on top. And then my big film down here, we got How to Train Your Dragon. I'm actually quite curious for the live action remake. It looks actually really good. Illumination, and we got like other animated films. We got some stop motion in the end, and then 2 Christmas animated films. Yeah, so. And then one last little thing to show you. Here's the door. Here's my little. You might notice this little really weird helmet. I went paintballing for the first time a couple years ago. Well, a few years ago. It was really, really fun. I actually got to keep this helmet, so yeah. And then, of course, this is the door where we enter and leave. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for my little cab movie room tour. I thought this was a little bit different today, so yeah. I'll sort of see these out later, but and again, apologies if it's a little bit messy. I still need to sort out some crap, as you can probably tell, even though I've been here for like 7 months now. I still have a lot of crap to sort out. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't want to miss. If you don't want to miss any future uploads, sorry. And of course, share this video with anyone who likes movies and music and even Lego. So, that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Hope you have a good one. Bye.